Hey growers, today I want to talk about something that everyone faces in their greenhouse. I'm talking about pest problems, these tiny sap-sucking invisible pests that take a beautiful crop and turn it into a disaster zone. I've seen it all over the years. I've had so many problems with different pests at different moments, and I've learned to deal with them effectively. And that's what I want to be talking about today. Before we start, I just want to invite you to a free online workshop on greenhouse growing that I'll be giving on April 24th. All the information's on the link below. It's free, it's online, you can register, and I'll be excited to share more about greenhouse mastery and greenhouse growing. Okay, so today, these 5 tips, these are simple, cost-effective solutions that can really help you. The number one, and it doesn't work for all the pests that are possible with greenhouse, but it certainly works for one of the most problematic one. I'm talking about the cucumber beetle. If you have that beetle, you know about it because it can really derail a complete cucumber house. And the cucumber beetle, the problem with this, not only does it sap the young seedlings, but it also transmits bacterial wilt, which can really be a big problem in your cucumber house. So the trick is to simply seal off your greenhouse or your tunnel. So on the roll-ups, we'll have insect nets. When we build the tunnels, when we lay the plastics, we will first put insect nets with bigger mesh size that correlates to the size of cucumber beetles, and we seal it off that way. We still have airflow, but the cucumber beetle can't get in. We're also gonna double check all of the greenhouse, make sure that there's no holes. We'll put tapes everywhere, and we will also seal our doors so that when we open and close, there's no way that the cucumber beetles can get in. Basically, when I talk about sealing the greenhouse, that's what I'm talking about, making sure that there's no way that the beetle is getting into the house in the first place. That's gonna solve your problem. It's the best way I know. Number 2, detecting the problems, the pests, before it becomes an infestation. That's really the key. Most insects that are problematic are very small, hard to see just with the eye. And so you can either go scouting, but the ultimate trick is to put sticky traps. They're white, yellow, or blue cards that you will put close to the plants, okay? Most growers use the yellow ones. They're square. You'll place them over your crops, and that's gonna help you identify the insects, because when they hit the trap, they stick on it and they hold. So you can see which insects are present, and then you can also count the number of insects on these traps. Number 3 is know your enemy, okay? So you really need to have, a picture in your greenhouse of the pests, the different pests, and you really need to act fast. So if you have aphids infestations, first signs, you'll simply go with your water hose and spray the hell out of the plant, and that's gonna rub off a lot of the aphids. If you have problems with spider mites, again, spider mites, you'll wanna act fast and use a biopesticide in the first sign. Really make sure that it's not spreading out. But the key to all of that is to really detect them early. So you somehow need to have at least a visual of these. You need to tell your crew about it. Everyone needs to be on the lookout whenever we're pruning, whenever we're harvesting, whenever we're tracing the plants. Everyone needs to be on a state of alert. You need to be scouting for what might be there, and you need to know ahead of the game what could be there. So that's really, really important, okay? Make sure you're prepared. Number 4, okay, pests are highly dependent on your irrigation strategy. If your crops are watered too much, which happens, they'll attract a lot of these problems. If you're not watering enough or in the wrong cycles, pests also are very problematic in that way. In greenhouse production, it's really important that you connect your watering with the growth of the plant. It's going to be usually 3 hours after sunlight and 5 hours before sunset. So during the day, when it's hot, when the plants are growing, that's when you want to come and timely fraction the amount of water that you're giving to the plant, okay? You want to also check on the moisture and humidity level. Some insects, like spider mites, hate humidity, and you want to add the humidity to make sure that you're not having these problems. We use foggers and misters. That's a whole setup that we have to avoid this problem in the first place. Know how to use your irrigation system to the fullest. We have an amazing resource for you at the Market Gardener Institute. It's a greenhouse irrigation handbook. It's free. All the information is on the link below. Understand how using the irrigation in timely fashion makes it so much easier for the plant to be stress resistant, and you'll avoid a lot of the pests just with that. And the last one, and that's the one that's the most important in my opinion, is using beneficial insects in your greenhouse. These are predatory insects that we're introducing into greenhouses because they'll go and they'll attack these pests that are otherwise problematic. Each pest in your greenhouse that's connected to the crop that you're growing has a beneficial insect that is there to, bust them out. So it's about learning which one to use when and how to introduce them, because also we will relate to some biopesticides. When you have an infestation, before it becomes a problem, you'll intervene with a localized spray application for a week or two. You'll order your beneficials and then you'll introduce them. So either they be lacewings, they be ladybugs, or parasitic wasps, depending on which problem you have. You'll order these, you'll introduce them, and they will make a big difference, okay? So there's a lot to learn about that. That's why I've developed this course, Greenhouse Mastery for Organic Greenhouse Grower. This course sums up everything I know about not only pest management, but also how to set up a greenhouse correctly, how to develop all the right skills and techniques that you need to have in your toolbox to grow bountiful harvest in your greenhouse. You can easily double and triple your production in your greenhouse. I guarantee it. Knowing these techniques is a game changer. Check it out on the website of themarketgardener.com. I hope you guys are doing well. I am. I'll see you next time. JM out.